In September, we're going to be going through core growth as a church. That's where we go through our 8 core practices. It's the 8 practices that help us to grow in our relationship with Jesus. This is KP and Mina. They've been through core growth several times. KP, let's start with you. You said the practice that really stood out to you last time was godly friendships. Talk to us about godly friendships and why that stood out to you.
Well, godly friendship, it leads to our core group friends and family. We call them family because we've known them for so long. And we never miss a beat because the fellowship we have together. We always talk about Christ, praying for one another, and just being there for one another. Because I think that's important when you have multiple people like family to you that can pray for you and stuff.
And that's been really critical to both of you. You have been just solid and very consistent. It's been an important part of your life since you've been a part of Core Church.
Yes, sir, it is. Yeah. It's really important for us.
So for you, Mina, you said it was persistent prayer. That was the practice that stood out to you. Why has persistent prayer been the core practice that's kind of risen to the surface for you?
I would have to say just because within this last year, dealing with anxiety, self-doubt, just overthinking things, sometimes we're just completely overwhelmed and you just have no words. You don't even know where to start to pray. You just kind of feel numb, kind of frozen. So it's really nice to have our groups too, where we can just text each other saying, hey, I'm struggling today. It's like, can you guys please pray for me?
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll even just message me and saying, hey, we're praying for you today. Even when you just have no words,
Yeah.
And it's like you have all these issues or whatever you're going through, you can be like, okay, I don't have to, someone's praying for it. I can pick it up,
Yeah, that's what I love about groups, though, when you're in a group setting like that. The church word on that is intercede, and that is, that idea of somebody praying for you. And I would imagine for you, as they're praying, you're like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. Because sometimes, when you're just really bummed out or in just a funk, it's just hard.
Yeah.
And then when you're struggling with all the other things, you're just like, why? I don't know why. Where to start kind of deal.
What I appreciate that you're sharing, Mina, is that when we get into core growth, so often we can think, I don't want to be vulnerable because I don't want to tell people I'm struggling. And what you find out is the opposite of that. When you get into the group, you realize, oh, okay, I'm not the only one struggling with this practice. And there's just something about that builds up the body of Christ. So if you are not signed up for core growth yet, I want to encourage you, grab a next step card, fill that out. We will get you into a group. We have groups that meet on Sundays and all throughout the week. So we have nights, every night's available. We'd love for you to be a part of that. KP, Mina, thanks for sharing.
Thank you, sir.